Hello everyone, welcome back to our science lesson, and this time we have space technology. So after solar and lunar eclipse, we're going to study about space technology. So in this first part, we're going to learn about astronomy, the meaning of astronomy, and its scientific tools, upakon. So to study astronomy. So are you ready? Let's start with our first question. Our first question is, what is astronomy? Again, what is astronomy? So, astronomy is the study of objects in space like planets, stars, the moon, and the sun. As you can see in the picture, you see an astronomer. Astronomer is a person who studies astronomy. She's holding a telescope and she looks at the Milky Way galaxy, which is our home galaxy. So she studies stars, planets, our moon, so everything that you can see in our sky. So it's one of my favorite science. Okay, so again, astronomy is the study of objects in space. So astro meaning um stars. Okay, so astronomy, so when you see that word, it means the study of objects in space like planets, stars, the moon, and the sun. Okay, let's go on to our next slide. Okay, so now that we know astronomy, what are the tools used to study astronomy? So again, what are the tools used to study astronomy? So let's look at our first set of words. Okay, so repeat after me. First, we say telescope. Again, telescope. Telescope. Okay, Telescope. Telescope. Our next word is satellite. Satellite. So satellite. Again, satellite. 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 The next one is space probe. Again, space probe. Our next one is rocket. 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 Again, rocket. The fourth one is space shuttle. Space shuttle. SPACE. Then the next word is SHUTTLE. Space shuttle. And I think this is the last word, space station. So again, space, 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 station, STATION, space station. Okay, so let's read the words again. Telescope, satellite, space probe, rocket, space shuttle, space station. So I want to go back to the third word, space probe. So you stop with a B, okay? Don't open your mouth. I'm sorry about that. So let's go to our tools. First one, what is it? What is it? It's a telescope. It's a telescope. So this is one example of telescope. Now, what is the use of a telescope? What do you use a telescope for? So let's read together. A telescope is used to see far objects. So if you want to see a very far object like the moon, Jupiter, Saturn, we use telescope. Okay, telescope. Now let's go to our next word. What is this? So the picture on the top, that is a satellite. Let's say together, satellite. And this particular satellite, you have a receiver on the earth. So that is actually used for TV. Okay, so let's read our next word, satellite. A communication satellite is used to transmit signals for radio and television programs. So communication satellite is to transmit signals, so from one place to another place. So that is something that we use nowadays. So how can you watch a television show in real time? For example, a television show from Japan, we can watch it here in Thailand with no delay because of the communication satellite. Okay, our next satellite is this satellite. So you can see the map of Asia, Southeast Asia. So you can see the Philippines, you can see Thailand, you can see many other places. Okay, so and you can see clouds. So this is a weather satellite. So what is this? A weather satellite. So let's read together. A weather satellite is used to monitor and forecast the Earth's weather. A weather satellite is used to monitor and forecast the Earth's weather. Okay, that's it. So we can use it to look if there's a storm, if it's going to rain, if there's PM 2.5 pollution. So we can check everything with a weather satellite. Next, we have this satellite. As you can see, this is like scanning the Earth. So this is what we call an Earth observation satellite. So let's say that again together. Earth observation satellite. So what it is used for? An Earth observation satellite is used for environmental monitoring, natural resources exploration, map making. So how do you make maps? So we use the satellite, and other non-military purposes. So, not for war, okay? So now let's move on to our next kind of tools that scientists use to study space objects or space technology. So number 3, I think. What is this? As you can see, you have something like a satellite, but not really, because you can see Saturn at the back of the picture. So this is what we call space probe. Okay, space probe. So a space probe is used to study objects besides the Earth. So if you have a tool that studies Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, then we call it a space probe, or Mercury or Venus or the Sun. So that is what we call a space probe. Okay. Next, we have space shuttle. So what is this? This is a space shuttle. So what is a space shuttle used for? What do we use it for? A space shuttle is used to transport people and objects between the Earth and space. Okay, this is used to transport people and objects between Earth and space. So actually, you can go to space and you can ride a space shuttle back to Earth. So you can reuse this because I think I haven't mentioned it yet, but rockets, you cannot reuse them because once you use a rocket, it's like done, it's finished. You cannot use it again. ไม่สามารถใช้ซ้ำๆนะครับ so you cannot use it again อีกครั้งไม่ได้ okay, so this is space shuttle. It's used to move people, transport people and objects between the Earth and the space. Okay, and the last one is space station. So what is a space station? Okay, a space station is a satellite used to study different sciences. Okay, a lot of science, biology, chemistry, physics. So a lot of things you can study in a space station, and people can live in the space station. So if you're a scientist and you want to go outside the Earth and you can study science, you can make a lot of projects. So this is the International Space Station, and a lot of people do work here. I think people from Thailand You can see Thai scientists here at the space station. So that is the end of part one, and I want you to answer the exercise below. So you can watch the video again, okay, to answer the exercise below. I forgot to mention rockets, uh, but that is something that can move from the Earth to the space and carry satellites. So that are people. So those are rockets. So I'm going to see you again. Thank you. Okay. Bye. Take care.